15 other ways to say sunrise and sunset on an obituary, with examples. In the tender process of crafting an obituary, finding the right words to honor a loved one's life is essential. The phrases sunrise and sunset often symbolize the beginning and end of a person's earthly journey. While these expressions are timeless and poetic, exploring other ways to say sunrise and sunset on an obituary can bring a unique and personal touch to the tribute. Below, we delve into 15 thoughtful alternatives that can deepen emotional resonance and celebrate the individuality of the person remembered. What to say instead of sunrise and sunset? Looking for meaningful and poetic alternatives to sunrise and sunset to honor a loved one's journey? Here are 15 thoughtful phrases to inspire your tribute. Daybreak and nightfall, dawn and dusk, first light and last glow, aurora and twilight, morning glow and evening shade, break of day and close of day, morning star and evening star, sunrise and twilight, birth, H of the day and rest of the night, light's inception and light's departure, day's birth and night's quiet, crack of dawn and fade of night, sun's ascent and sun's descent, first blaze and final fading, Mur, Ning's arrival and evening's departure. Each phrase carries unique symbolism, offering a heartfelt way to celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Explore the explanations and examples below to find the perfect match for your tribute. 1. Daybreak and nightfall. Daybreak and nightfall is a poetic yet straightforward alternative to sunrise and sunset. This expression signifies the beginning and end of a life's journey. Daybreak symbolizes the moment the deceased came into the world, akin to the fresh promise of a new day. It reflects their birth, their start, and the anticipation of all that life would bring. Nightfall, on the other hand, signifies the peaceful conclusion of their journey. It reminds us that just as every day must end, so too must every life. This phrase beautifully captures the cyclical nature of existence and offers a comforting acknowledgement of life's natural rhythm. Example: her journey began with the daybreak of love and ended in the nightfall of eternal peace. Daybreak brought him into this world, and nightfall saw him safely to rest. Like the cycle of daybreak and nightfall, his life was full of new beginnings and calm conclusions. 2. Dawn and dusk. Dawn and dusk is an elegant phrase that mirrors the transitional phases of life. Dawn represents the first light, a time of awakening, discovery, and new beginnings. It symbolizes the deceased's birth, the start of their unique journey, and the opportunities they embraced. Dusk, however, marks the end of a long day, filled with memories and lessons. It signifies the peaceful closure of a chapter, evoking feelings of reflection and gratitude for a life well lived. This alternative is perfect for emphasizing the transformative beauty of life's inevitable cycle. Example: from the dawn of her radiant childhood to the dusk of her peaceful farewell, she inspired us all. He was a light from dawn to dusk, always shining for those around him. Her life's journey, from dawn to dusk, was one of grace, love, and laughter. 3. First light and last glow. First light and last glow is a metaphorical expression that evokes warmth and light. The first light refers to the birth of the departed, likened to the first rays of the sun breaking through the darkness. It signifies hope, promise, and the commencement of life's journey. The last glow is a gentle reminder of their final moments, a peaceful fading of their light. It is a poetic representation of the transition from presence to memory, leaving behind a warm legacy in the hearts of loved ones. Example: the first light of her smile illuminated every room, and her last glow left us in serene reflection. His presence was like the first light of hope, and his departure like the last glow of a setting sun. From first light to last glow, he touched our lives with warmth and kindness. 4. Aurora and twilight. Aurora and twilight is a celestial and artistic alternative to sunrise and sunset. The aurora is the first sign of light at dawn, embodying new beginnings and the vibrant energy of youth. It celebrates the start of life and the brightness the deceased brought into the world. Twilight, in contrast, reflects the soft, serene close of a day. It symbolizes the end of a journey, characterized by calm and reflection. This choice is ideal for evoking an image of grace and natural beauty, reminding mourners of life's transient yet impactful nature. Example: her life, like the aurora at dawn and the twilight at dusk, was both breathtaking and tranquil. Aurora brought him to us, and twilight gently carried him away. The aurora of her spirit will forever guide us, even in the twilight of our days. 5. Morning glow and evening shade. Morning glow and evening shade is a vivid expression that symbolizes warmth and tranquility. The morning glow signifies the start of life, filled with energy, radiance, and potential. It encapsulates the beauty of beginnings and the promise of a bright future. The evening shade, however, represents rest and peace. It marks the end of life, a transition into eternal tranquility. This phrase resonates with those seeking a balance of light and calmness in celebrating a loved one's life. Example: her morning glow lit up our hearts, and her evening shade brought us comfort. He was our morning glow, vibrant and joyful, and our evening shade, calm and reassuring. Through her morning glow and evening shade, she filled our days with love and meaning. 6. Break of day and close of day. Break of day and close of day is a classic phrase that reflects the cyclical nature of life. The break of day signifies the first breath of life, filled with excitement and opportunities waiting to unfold. It represents the deceased's entry into the world, the dawn of their existence. The close of day symbolizes the inevitable conclusion of their journey, a peaceful farewell. This phrase offers a sense of completion, acknowledging both the joys and challenges of their life story. Example: from the first ray of her childhood laughter to the last gleam of her wisdom, she was a beacon to us all. His first ray was bright and full of promise, and his last gleam was warm and reassuring. The first ray of his arrival and the last gleam of his farewell will forever stay in our hearts. 7. Morning star and evening star. Morning star and evening star is a celestial-inspired phrase reflecting a guiding presence. The morning star heralds the beginning of life, a light that illuminates the path ahead. It represents the unique brilliance of the deceased, their contributions, and the hope they brought to those around them. The evening star, on the other hand, signifies the transition into eternal rest. It serves as a reminder that even in their absence, their light continues to guide and inspire loved ones, much like the stars in the night sky. Example: she was our morning star, brightening the dawn of every new day, and our evening star, guiding us with her light even in the darkest nights. His life began as a radiant morning star, full of energy and promise, and ended as an evening star, casting a calm and enduring glow over those he loved. The morning star of his birth brought hope and joy, and the evening star of his farewell continues to shine in our hearts, reminding us of his eternal presence. Sunrise and twilight. Sunrise and twilight provides a variation of the traditional sunrise and sunset with a softer tone. Sunrise marks the start of the deceased's life, symbolizing hope, opportunity, and the promise of a bright journey ahead. Twilight signifies the gentle and serene close of their life, a time for reflection and remembrance. This phrase highlights the beauty of transitions, creating a comforting acknowledgement of life's natural rhythm. Example: her sunrise brought light to the world, and her twilight left a soft glow of memories. The sunrise of his life was filled with energy, and his twilight was serene and peaceful. Her sunrise marked the start of a beautiful story, and her twilight was a tender goodbye. 9. Birth of the day and rest of the night. Birth of the day and rest of the night is a soothing and poetic alternative to sunrise and sunset. The birth of the day symbolizes the deceased's arrival into the world, a time of new beginnings and boundless potential. It reflects the vibrancy and promise of their early life. The rest of the night signifies the peaceful conclusion of their journey, a transition into eternal rest. This phrase offers a gentle reminder of life's natural rhythm and the solace found in the memories left behind. Example: from the birth of the day that brought his laughter into our lives to the rest of the night that embraced him in peace, his journey was one of love and light. Her life began with the birth of the day, full of promise and joy, and concluded with the rest of the night, where she found eternal serenity. The birth of the day marked his arrival, filling our hearts with hope, and the rest of the night gently closed his chapter, leaving behind memories to cherish forever. 10. Light's Inception and Light's Departure. Light's inception and light's departure is a symbolic way of honoring life's journey. Light's inception marks the first moment of life, a spark that ignites a journey of love, laughter, and legacy. It represents birth and the introduction of light into the world. Light's departure signifies the end of that journey, the peaceful fading of a brilliant life. This choice emphasizes the enduring impact of the departed's light, even as it transitions into memory. Example, from the light's inception to its departure, he illuminated our lives with unwavering love. Her light's inception gave us joy, and her light's departure left us in gentle remembrance. His life, from the light's inception to its quiet departure, was a gift to all who knew him. 11. Day's birth and night's quiet. Day's birth and night's quiet is a gentle and reflective alternative to sunrise and sunset. The day's birth symbolizes the deceased's arrival into the world, representing the start of their journey filled with potential and light. It evokes the joy and promise of a new beginning. The night's quiet signifies the peaceful conclusion of their life, reflecting rest, calmness, and the serenity of their eternal transition. This phrase offers a tender acknowledgement of life's natural flow, blending celebration with tranquility. Example, the day's birth brought her into our lives, and the night's quiet took her peacefully. He was a soul of the day's birth, full of vitality, and the night's quiet, serene and wise. Her story began with the day's birth and ended with the night's quiet grace. 12. Crack of dawn and fade of night. Crack of dawn and fade of night is a vivid and energetic expression reflecting life's natural course. The crack of dawn signifies the burst of life, the excitement and promise of beginnings. It highlights the vibrancy and hope that accompanied the deceased's birth. The fade of night, by contrast, is a gentle acknowledgement of the conclusion of their journey. It reflects the peace and rest that come with a life fulfilled, leaving behind cherished memories. Example, the crack of dawn saw his first breath, and the fade of night his peaceful goodbye. Her life, from the crack of dawn to the fade of night, was filled with light and love. He shone brightly from the crack of dawn to the gentle fade of night. 13. Sun's Ascent and Sun's Descent. Sun's Ascent and Sun's Descent is a graceful and cyclical alternative to sunrise and sunset. The sun's ascent represents the rise of life, a moment of new beginnings and opportunities. It reflects the deceased's growth and the impact they had on the world. The sun's descent, by contrast, marks the close of their journey, a serene transition into rest. This phrase serves as a reminder of life's continuity, even as one chapter ends and another begins in memory. Example, with the sun's ascent, he filled our lives with warmth, and with its descent, he left us in peace. Her life, like the sun's ascent and descent, was both powerful and serene. The sun's ascent saw her strength, and the sun's descent marked her gentle farewell. 14. First blaze and final fading. First blaze and final fading is a dynamic phrase symbolizing the intensity and grace of life. The first blaze represents the energy and brightness of life's start, akin to the initial spark that ignites a fire. It speaks to the passion, enthusiasm, and potential of the deceased's early years. The final fading captures the gentle transition into rest, a peaceful conclusion to their journey. This phrase emphasizes the vibrancy of their life and the quiet dignity of their farewell. Example, the first blaze of her spirit ignited hope in us all, and the final fading was calm and full of love. He lived with the intensity of a first blaze and the grace of a final fading. From the first blaze of his laughter to the final fading of his voice, he was a light in our lives. 15. Morning's arrival and evening's departure. Morning's arrival and evening's departure is a graceful and poetic alternative to sunrise and sunset. The morning's arrival signifies the beginning of life, representing new beginnings, hope, and the promise of a journey ahead. It captures the energy and joy that marked the deceased's birth. The evening's departure reflects the peaceful closure of their life, symbolizing rest, reflection, and the transition to eternal peace. This phrase offers a balanced and comforting depiction of life's natural cycle, honoring both its vibrancy and serenity. Example, from the tender light of her morning's arrival to the quiet grace of her evening's departure, she brought love and warmth to everyone around her. His morning's arrival filled our lives with joy and endless possibilities, and his evening's departure left us with cherished memories that will never fade. The morning's arrival of his journey was filled with hope and promise, and his evening's departure was marked by peace and gratitude, leaving behind a legacy of kindness and strength. Conclusion: choosing the right words for an obituary is a delicate process, and exploring other ways to say sunrise and sunset on an obituary can transform a tribute into something deeply personal and meaningful. By opting for creative and symbolic expressions, you honor the unique journey of your loved one while offering comfort and inspiration to those who remember them. Other ways to say ensures your farewell is as heartfelt as the memories cherished, leaving a lasting impression of love and reverence.